I mean, one of the things that we know for sure is that we just don't know what's around the corner economically on a geopolitical stage. The idea and the solution for this is to establish a National Skills Observatory for Ireland. The potential for what the Skills Observatory could do is very, very tangible. It will help us to actually look to our future. It will identify where there are issues. It will help look for opportunities and solutions for everything across society for all our citizens. And we'll do that through our data, our research, our information in a way that is connected, that's curious, and is also cohesive. We have just held a forum that has brought together lots of different voices and leaders. And one of the areas that we tried to actually look at in a cohesive way was that idea of connection and inclusion. So we can't just continue to look at, well, how do we support people who are further away from the labour market and society into roles without considering, well, we have all of these challenges with climate, we have them with energy, with construction, with climate change, with what's happening in modern methods of construction. How can we effectively bring them together? I'm Shauna Dunlop and I am the Director for Research, Future Skills Needs, Statistics and Risk in SOLAS, who is the Further Education and Training Authority for Ireland. In SOLAS, we produce the National Skills Bulletin on an annual basis, and every year we highlight where there are skills shortages and where we are actually taking a watch and brief on certain occupations. Some of those areas we know a lot about already, ICT and digital in terms of engineers, analysts, and what's happening with the emerging role of AI skills. We also have skills needs in health, but there are also other areas that are hugely important to construction, to housing, to how we are actually benefiting and looking after our society. There are some key drivers. Some of it is to do with just how the world is changing. We are having to try to catch up to make sure that we're ready for the skill sets. But also, as demographics change, we have to look at our health system. We have to look at how we're supporting our young people who are actually moving into careers that are changing on an everyday basis, and how we're making sure that we support that lifelong learning agenda for people who are maybe not working at the moment or are maybe excluded from the workplace, that we are making sure that they have pathways through skills to help them to enable their full potential. And actually cohesively helping us to plan for a future are also how we in Ireland will contribute to sustainable food agenda, security, how we will ensure that our young people are protected in a world that is very digital, and how we look after all of the people in the country through education and skills. If our education and skills landscape is not fit for purpose, it does impact on so many parts of our society where we see it has made such huge impact. And that's key. If you look at what different institutions do, particularly in the education and training boards, we can only continue to build on that and make it more successful if we can make sure that we have this central focus of a National Skills Observatory. I think, first of all, it does have an impact here nationally for people who are maybe not finding it so easy to engage with education or skills. But we do need to look at Ireland's reputation as well across the EU and more globally. So, for example, our lifelong learning rate in Ireland, okay, it is kind of at an average in terms of where a lot of those countries are. But when we look to other countries like Sweden or Finland, we can see that there are much greater instances of people who are engaging with lifelong learning. It will not just only improve the situation for individuals and communities and families and industry here, it'll actually impact on our reputation across Europe. Ireland is taking over the EU presidency next July, and that gives us a real focus for how we can look at the reputation nationally of Ireland as well. I think what we need to think of for the vision for the National Skills Observatory is that it is really a key vehicle to help us navigate the future and to chart our journey ahead. And those issues of sharing data, collecting the right data, being able to report it consistently and in a way that tells the story of what this information tells us will be key to the future.